Welcome back, wonderful humans. I'm Danielle and I currently live alone and I'm trying to shift towards healthier meals whilst remaining on a budget. With being away for a few days last week, I didn't go into Lidl with much of a plan this week, but I just tried to keep it to a few basics. And I knew that I still had some things in the freezer that I'll be able to make into meals throughout the week. So, without further ado, here is what I did end up buying in Lidl. I grabbed some more margarine and I made sure to pick the light one up because I have finished off the one that I have and I don't particularly use butter a lot unless it's for very specific recipes. If I was to have, say, toast, I normally just opt for margarine. I grabbed a bag of mixed peppers as well. These are pretty much yellow and red ones. I don't think there's a single green one in there. But these will be great for, again, mixing through into something or just having on the side of a meal as well. I had an offer on to get some money off of these chicken sort of sausages, and I grabbed some of the salt and pepper ones, figured that they would be quite good to try. And they're obviously a bit on the healthier side as well. So I'll probably end up chopping some of those up and putting them into a pasta dish or something. And I grabbed some more eggs. I got some of the fancy sort of ones because I figured if I actually go to have eggs, especially because I do have a few sort of avocados and things, then I might want to have one that does look a bit on the prettier, more vibrant side. I grabbed some stir fry because, again, I think this would be a great thing to just have and to do, especially because I'm expecting my work week to be incredibly hectic, especially on Monday. I got some bean sprouts as well, thinking I might do another one of those kind of spring rolls in a bowl situation. And obviously, these definitely worked quite well towards that last time. So I'll probably do something like that again. I grabbed some little own brand Pringles, some of the sour cream and onion ones. And I'll admit that I've already eaten quite a lot of these because I just wanted something to snack on and to crunch on whilst I was sort of editing quite a few things in a bit of a panic. I grabbed some more long life semi skimmed milk. I opened the one that I had before I went away and I obviously wasn't sure whether it'd still be good. So I wanted to get a backup one just in case it wasn't. Being able to do as things as either breakfast or part of obviously meals. Whilst I do still have an avocado, I picked up another one to make sure that I did have enough for the entire week as well. And like I said, I might either do it to make it into some avocado pasta sauce or just have lots of it on sort of toast and things. I picked up some more sprouts. And as you know, I love doing pan fried sprouts. I love to find ways to incorporate them into things. And even though obviously Christmas is over, I'm the sort of person that can happily enjoy them all year round. So I decided to pick some up whilst they're still in season. And then I picked up another bag of salad. Might be particularly useful. Again, say on that Monday where I am doing my long day at work, just to be able to have something that I can then throw into a bowl with some tuna, a few other bits, and just chomp away at it aggressively for my half an hour lunch break. Picked up a sweet potato, and I'm thinking that I might end up doing this with a few other bits and bobs, sort of. I think I still have some steak, that sort of thing. To do some sort of sweet potato fries and perhaps some broccoli or something on the side as well. And yeah, sometimes I love a sweet potato over a normal potato. And then I grabbed a few different types of crackers and that sort of thing because I obviously got that cheese a few weeks ago. You might not necessarily have seen it, but I did pick up quite a lot of different pieces of cheese. So when I did that, I didn't actually pick up any crackers. So I just got some of those cheese thins and then some multigrain crackers as well as some little oat cakes as well. I think they were Scottish oat cakes, and you'll see those in a moment. But I just wanted to make sure that I did have a few options, especially because I also made that pate just before Christmas for Christmas. But then I had some extra left over that's currently sitting in the freezer as well. So I figured that obviously it'd be good to have some sort of crackers and things available for that if I don't want to just pop it onto some bread or something. I then happened to have a free Target thing of a drink, so I picked up some more ginger ale. I sometimes will have this with sort of some spiced rum or with some sort of rhubarb gin. So whilst I still have one, I figured I'd pick up another one. And then for the freezer, just for another panic day, I don't know what I'm going to do, or even just cook it and have lunches for a few days. I picked up another one of the garlic and cheese pizza breads. I get these every now and then, and I do just enjoy having them quite a lot. I also nipped into a few other places, including B&M and then a local garden centre as well to just see what I could grab that might be useful to me. Some bits are food bits, some bits are home bits, but I'll show you them anyway. So I grabbed a couple of these Reese's trees, some of the small ones of them, and they were super discounted. And whilst I'm obviously not supposed to eat them because of peanuts and peanut butter, I did want to get some and just have them as little treats. Then I got this super tiny little serving board, and whilst it has Christmas trees on one side, the other side is plain. So when it isn't Christmas, pretty simple. I can just turn it over. And then I already have like a little sort of bao bun kind of steaming pot, one of these Christmas tree decorations. So I decided to pick up, and they're sort of friends as well. And like I said, they were also in the sale. But then when I was going down the snack aisle, I did pick up some of the gingerbread Oreos and some of the cream egg ones as well. Because my B&M has indeed started to now stock Easter stuff. It was already in there. It's obviously only a couple of days after Christmas, but there we go. Consumerism at its best, I suppose, or at its worst, almost certainly at its worst. I grabbed some Method fabric softener in the sort of tropical coconut smell. Just want to do that, especially when it's winter. I find that my clothes can sometimes sort of take on a bit of a damp smell. And then I picked up this Santa. I remember looking at this Santa when it wasn't in the sale, and it fits quite well with my colour scheme that I have going on at Christmas. So I figured I'd grab that. But then, more importantly, I went ahead and got this for £5, and it was just goes over the bath. And it makes sense instead of me constantly trying to put things on my bath windowsill, on the ledge around the actual bath when I'm just trying to have a shower. But then from the garden centre, I went ahead and picked up a plum and rhubarb soy wax cotton wick candle, and that's part of the Yorkshire Candle Company. And also from them, I then went ahead and got a mandarin and mimosa one. The I find citrus smells to be some of my favourites, unless it's lemon. Lemon ones are hit and miss, but whenever it's kind of an orangey one, I quite enjoy them. And they also had 30% off some lemon curd from Mrs. Bridges. So it made it a more reasonable price. And I was really low on lemon curd, so I decided to treat myself to a fancy one. But that is all I got this week. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing. And we'll be back on schedule properly next week.